Good morning. This is the Tuesday, April 26th meeting of the Lancaster County Board of Commissioners. I'm Deb Shore, serving as chair this year. To my left, our vice chair, Krista Yoakum, and to her left, Rick Best, and to my right, fellow Commissioner Roma Amundsen. If you'd please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Mr. Clerk, if you'd begin the agenda, please.
A copy of the Nebraska Open Meetings Act is located on the wall at the rear of the hearing room. Additionally, all written material to be discussed at today's open meeting is available for electronic viewing from the county clerk's staff. Printing options are available upon request. The material can also be viewed on the county's website at lancaster.ne.gov. Agenda item 1 are minutes. Approval of the minutes of the Board of Commissioners meeting held on April 19th, 2022.
Move approval.
Second.
A motion and second to approve the minutes. Call the roll, please.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundsen,
Yes.
Yoakum,
Abstain?
Shore.
Yes.
Motion carries 3 yes, 1 abstention. Number 2 are claims. Approval all claims processed through April 26, 2022, and this needs to be amended to include the payroll ending April 20th, 2022.
Move approval of all claims and through April 26th and the amendment for the pay period through April 20th.
Second?
Motion and second to approve the claims. Call the roll, please.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundsen,
Yes.
Yoakum,
Yes.
Shore.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. Next are consent items. These are routine business items that are expected to be adopted without dissent. Any individual item may be removed for special discussion and consideration by a commissioner or by any member of the public without prior notice. Unless there's an exception, these items will be approved as one with a single vote of the Board of Commissioners. These items are approval of amendments to the following county contracts. C-17-870 with Maximus Consulting Services for professional consulting services to provide cost allocation plans and collections from programs which the county operates with outside funding for fiscal years 2022 and 2023. C-19-304 with Safety Clean Systems for annual parts washer service recycling solvent. C-19-225 with Production Creek Specialty Advertising for the annual supply of clothing, screen printed and or embroidered apparel. C-19-352 with General Fire and Safety Equipment Company, Inc. for annual fire extinguisher inspection, testing, and maintenance. C-20-232 with Eurotech USA, Inc. for unit price soil stabilization for Lancaster County Engineering. Right-of-way contracts with the following: Arva M. Umlin, trustee of the Hulda K.M. Trotner Trust, South 176th Street and Woodstock Road, in the amount of $843. Scott F. and Karen S. Kinsey, South 176th Street and Roca Road, in the amount of $847. Lawrence L. Ron, Southwest 70th Street and West Rokeby Road, in the amount of $559. Dean C. and Teresa C. Leswing, South 38th Street and Stagecoach Road, in a total amount of $1,118. Dorothy Jean Maylock, Life Estate, North 176th Street and Greenwood Road, in the amount of $1,298. Leon Spencer Harlan, trustee, Southwest 14th Street and West Olive Creek Road, in the amount of $1,255.
Move approval of the consent items.
Second.
Okay.
Second.
A motion and second to approve the consent items. Call the roll, please.
Yoakum,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundsen,
Yes.
Shore.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. Next is number 4, new business. 4A is a resolution to install no outlet traffic signs along South 54th Street 50 feet north and 50 feet south of White Rock Lane and along White Rock Road, 50 feet east of South 54th Street in Lancaster County.
Good morning, John Berry, Lancaster County Engineering. This is a resolution to install 3 signs. Apparently when going down South 54th Street, we've had some issues with large trucks for some reason turning into White Rock Estates. Once in there, they have a hard time turning around and getting back out. So these 3 signs should help alleviate that problem.
Questions?
I move approval.
Second?
All right. Motion is second to approve. Call the roll, please.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Shore.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. 4B is a grant contract with the Board of Regents of the University of Nebraska on behalf of the University of Nebraska-Lincoln for the Tenant Assistance Project to assist in the emergency rental assistance program for households that are unable to pay rent and utilities due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The cost of the county is $156,500.
Good morning, Sarah Hoyle, Lincoln Lancaster County Human Services. This is a contract that is funded through our emergency rental assistance. It's for Ryan Sullivan's program at UNL to provide assistance to individuals who are getting evicted. Just this week alone, there's been 77 evictions filed. So the service is needed. Again, it's not county funding, it's emergency rental assistance dollars that would pay for this.
This is a good program. I move approval.
Second.
Okay. We have a motion and a second. Call the roll, please.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Shore.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. C is a grant contract to reimburse Branch Oak Observatory for promotional costs from the Visitors Promotion Fund for the Falls Star Barbecue, or BQ, in an amount not to exceed $2,500.
Move approval?
Second?
Motion is second to approve this grant contract. Call the roll, please.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Shore.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. D is a contract with JVC Kenwood USA Corporation to provide public safety communication products and services solutions. The cost of county is not to exceed $150,000.
Move approval?
Second?
All right. Call the roll, please.
Yocum,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Shore.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. 4E is a contract with All Needs Computer and Mailing Services, Inc. to provide the annual service for pre-sort mailing. The cost of county is not to exceed $17,500.
Move approval?
Second?
Motion is second. to Approve this contract. Call the roll, please.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Shore.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. 4F is a recommendation from the purchasing agent and county attorney to award a bid to Office Interior and Design for county attorney office furniture in the amount of $253,156.51.
Move approval?
Second.
Motion is second. Call the roll, please.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Shore.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. G are recommendations from the Southeast Nebraska Development District to award contracts to the Lancaster County Owner-Occupied Rehabilitation Housing Program as follows. Project number 3, DeCapva Construction in amount of $3,225 to remove and replace 5 windows. Project number 9, to Cavappa Construction in amount of $6,600 to remove and replace front and back porches of all rotted and deteriorated hardwood and to repaint. Project number 9 to MIT Contracting in amount of $16,820 to remove all rotted hardwood and exposed lumber on exterior and enclosed structure with insulation and vinyl siding, wrap all soffit, fascia, windows, doors, and other exposed lumber with metal, and remove and replace gutters.
All right, good morning. Dennis Meyer, Lancaster County Budget and Fiscal Director. Today, I've got Ryan Bauman from Send with us again. It's been a little bit, but we've got a few more projects I'll have Ryan kind of talk about, and and we'll kind of take care of these. I also mentioned to Ryan earlier this morning that budget season is starting, and that I will invite him out to a Thursday staff meeting at some point as we're going through here, when we start talking about what our fund balance is, where we're at, and kind of then he can kind of come and give an update
Okay.
on what's out there, what's happening with applications and all of this. But today we'll kind of tackle these three. So I'll let Ryan kind of talk about these three.
Morning.
Morning. Good to see
Morning.
you guys again. So yeah, we've got 2 projects to approve, 3 different items. The first one for 003, this would be the final thing to do for this project. This is the one that we had the foundation wall removed and replaced, and was just finished this previous week. Would have brought pictures to show you guys, but our printer ate the crap this morning, so we couldn't do that. But it looks great. So if we were able to approve these windows, that would be it for her project. That'd be our first maxed out project. And then for 009, both of these would eat up a good chunk of the budget. They do still have a couple thousand to play with. We're going to see if we can maybe squeeze that in on something else too, if these get approved. But Cavappa is a new company that we've been working with. They've been hitting it hard for us. They are located in Fairmont. They've been taking on a lot of odd and end jobs. We've been struggling to get awarded to companies that just to them isn't worth their time, but they're the ones putting in the effort to go out and bid this stuff and get it going for us. So they've been doing great work thus far, and so I'm excited to see how well they keep going on and doing. And MIT is still doing great work for us, doing roof and siding work for the most part, and so they've been phenomenal this year. So
Good.
any questions on either of these?
I'm just curious where these are at, Ryan.
Number 3 is over in Waverly, and then number 9 is our first and only applicant over in Raymond.
Raymond,
Mhm.
okay. Well,
Yeah.
one step at a time, my friend.
One step at a time, and
Oh,
so
oh.
we're kind of making our way around.
Good. Good.
I
Very
move a-
good.
I move approval.
Second.
All right. Motion is second to approve funding for these 3 projects. Call the roll, please.
Best,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Shore.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0.
All right. Thank you, Ryan.
All right, well, thank you,
Thank you,
folks. We'll
Dennis.
see you soon.
H is right-of-way entry and maintenance agreement with Nebraska Game and Parks Commission to allow the county to remove and reinstall an under-road drainage culvert located north of the intersection, South 96th Street and Hickman Road. There is no cost to the county.
Good morning.
Good morning. Alex Olson, Lancaster County Engineering Right-of-Way Manager. So normally you guys do all these with just in one shot. Game and Parks works just a little bit different. If we were to do an easement, we would have to go through their board, and that takes quite a bit of time. So we do a right of entry and maintenance agreement with them for these, and that's the only difference.
Okay.
The results end up the same. We
Yep.
get the access we need then.
If we come in and replace the culvert, just like on the other ones.
All right.
I move approval.
Second.
Motion is second to approve this agreement with Nebraska Game and Parks. Call the roll, please.
Yocum,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Shore.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. I is an agreement with JEO Consulting Group for professional engineering services for the replacement of County Bridge E38.
John Berry, Lancaster County Engineering. This is an agreement with JEO for the engineering and design for Bridge E38. It is, or E38, that's right. It is, it's a bridge that's been closed. It has voids behind the walls, so there's been kind of a big issue with that. This bridge is located just southeast of the village of Malcolm and just north of their baseball fields.
How,
So we're talking about just the engineering.
Correct, the
Right, it's the
engineering
first
report.
step.
Yes, yep.
And will that deter, I know we've used a variety of means to fill these voids, including now sometimes we use foam insulation.
And they have talked about doing that with some of these, but apparently these voids are pretty big, and there's some other issues, I believe, with this bridge. So they're looking at completely replacing it.
And the engineering study will tell us.
Will tell us all that information, correct? Whether maybe it can be put in with a box culvert or another size bridge and that kind of things.
Okay.
So, yeah.
is there a timeline on completion of the study?
That I do not know. Be something I could find out for you
Okay.
and definitely send to you.
Hoping it could be done in a relatively short period of
Yeah.
time. I'm
I would
just scanning,
think.
I'm just scanning through the agreement. I don't see
I
it.
can find that out.
Okay,
Yeah.
if
that-
you would,
This is
yeah.
an important bridge. I
Yep.
mean, they're all important, but this one is really.
Yeah,
Okay. I mean, this is the
Crucial.
engineering, so when will construction begin?
depend on
That
what
would all
we
be
find.
funding and
Yeah.
stuff, so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, if
Well,
you would, then
I'll get
just
back.
shoot us an email.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that way we just
Yep.
kind of know the timeline.
Yep.
Nadine, you wanted to provide a comment as well?
Nadine Link with the Village of Malcolm. We also want to talk about that bridge. When we looked through the agreement, to us, it looked like the agreement wasn't going to be done until like 2024 or 23.
23.
Sorry, 2023.
December 29th, 2023 is what it says in the document.
And that bridge is very, very, very important to us. Our sewer plant is just on the other side of that bridge with all of our controls, and, you know, we go to that facility 2 to 3 times a day. Yes, it's only 3 miles outside the way, but when you want to get down there in a hurry because we've got an issue or something, it takes a long time. The ball field has already called us and complained several times because the traffic now for the ball field has to come in from Highway 34 down either 105th, down 112th and over McKelvey. And with as dry as it's been, it just makes a dust pool where they can't even see to play on the field and stuff. Whereas if they can just come off the 34, it's just like not even a quarter of a mile, and it doesn't stir up the dust near as much. This is Jack Tar also.
I was 43-year instructor at the school. I'm on the fire department in the town of Malcolm both. If you've seen 15, 16, 17-year-old kids, we now have them going from 35 miles an hour through town, 25 to the ball field, to going probably 65 to 75 to the ball field and down the gravel road that way with the dust and stuff several times. We've been on fire calls and emergency calls where now we're going 2, 3, 4 miles out of the way to get to the same emergency situation there, which is slowing it down, getting the care and stuff necessary. This bridge is critical. And then if you go to the downtown part itself, we have 2 businesses there. In Malcolm, we have ball games there 5 to 6 nights a week. Between softball, baseball, and all the summer programs. These businesses are going to basically get nothing out of it. And it's going to kill our businesses downtown. Because if you're coming from the south, you're not going to go downtown. You're not going to drive 3 miles out of the way to go down and get a hamburger and stuff like that at the local cafe that's down there. They're going to turn around. You got Casey's 3 miles away and Lincoln 10 miles. It's tremendous hurt to our businesses there.
On page 17, it does lay out the timetable, and the final submittal package is 240 days after it starts, and that does put it at December 29th of 2023.
I don't think we're happy with that timeline.
No.
We need it moved up as quick as
Yeah.
we can.
Because
Absolutely.
this
It's
takes
critical.
a year, and then it takes another year
Right.
if we can even find the funding, which, you know, I understand there's no funding and stuff out there, but it's just, if it wasn't for our sewer plant, and then we do another winter also relying on the county to plow us because we don't have the manpower to plow McKelvey and over to our sewer plant. We only have 1 tractor and a pickup that pushes snow.
It can't be on those.
And so it's gonna take, you know, a lot of time from the county engineers, you know, to help us at that time. And I don't know what it's gonna do to the roads because like Jack says, there's a lot of traffic that goes to that ball field. And so you're jeopardizing 105th and McKelvey gravel roads. So,
I mean, I would think it would be December 29th of this
This
year.
at the latest.
And this is just the study, and that still gives them, what, I'm doing math in my head here, 8 months?
I can't answer the engineering question, so that's something Pam would have to
Well,
address.
I guess if I'm maybe summarizing conversation, that don't approve it today, go back to JEO and ask for a shortened timeline?
I hate to delay the process by not approving it today, but I'm not happy with this contract. Yeah.
but the same way with funding, I mean, are they doing it? And I can understand the county engineer, you know, if they don't have the funding or something, why speed it up if they're gonna have to delay it anyway for the funding.
But for us, a key part is knowing how much funding we're looking for. I mean,
Right,
if it's a
yeah,
box
right.
culvert, that could be a different situation than a complete bridge replacement, expansion. So having that information is part of that whole funding
Exactly.
discussion.
And I had
So-
hoped we'd have this information so that in this year's budget,
Right.
we would approve the amount of money that we would need.
Right.
And the other thing too, before I forget, if you can let JEO know, underneath the,
The rails is where the electricity is all carried on the bridge.
that goes into our sewer plant and possibly goes into the ball field, so that's gonna have to be addressed also. So, but it's just, I don't know if you guys have ever been out to Malcolm to the ball field and stuff, it's just
I have.
a very, very busy place from now, because high school
We've added
boys,
baseball and softball.
Yep. And
As
just in the last,
sports,
what,
and
3
there
years?
are about 19 summer teams that play on that same set of fields out there. So you're having 3 to 5 games and practices every day.
Right.
but the sewer plant is the main thing for the village, because we had to go get rock, and to take a tractor 3 miles outside, it takes a lot longer time, and we had to buy an extra mower because we can't ride our mower around there, or a trailer to trailer our mower, which is little things, but it all takes time and effort.
So the choice before us today is either to approve this contract with the language, and if we can make a request that the time frame move up, or we can ask for a different contract.
I mean, I guess I'm looking to legal counsel, but I would think if we sign the contract saying it's okay to be done by December 29th of 2023, we don't have a whole lot to stand on.
Yeah, that's, I mean, we're relying on goodwill and hope.
I mean, even if it takes us 30 days to get a contract, renew a new contract before us, we're still gonna be ahead of that time frame.
If we can get
If we-
changes in the language.
Yeah.
We don't have any guarantees, but we can at least
Right.
make the attempt.
I would move that we table this until next week pending discussion with JEO.
Second.
Okay. Motion and a second to table this for 1 week.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here. Call the roll, please.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Best,
Yes.
Shore.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0.
Okay, and John, you have enough direction?
Yes.
Okay.
I wrote down a lot of notes for Pam,
Okay,
so.
deal. Let's move
J
on.
is a recommendation from the purchasing agent and county engineer to award a contract to Subsurface, Inc. for North 14th Street CIPP culvert liners in the amount of $308,480.
John Berry, Lancaster County Engineering. This is our contract with Subsurface to do the culvert lining for 8 different culverts. 6 of them are on North 14th, 2 of them are on South 14th Street. City of Lincoln is actually doing some of this lining today, as their house also having these guys Subsurface do some of that. So that's what our contract is for.
And the purpose of adding this lining is extending the life.
It's
of the
extending the
culvert.
life of the culverts, and it also enables us, it's something they can do, put in, from what I understand, it's about a 4-hour time frame to install these liners. It could give an extra 50 to 75 years of life
Oh.
out of these culverts.
Okay.
They're non-corrosive, so they won't rust. And it does allow us not to shut down the streets. So,
Very nice.
yeah,
So
North 14th's been shut down enough the past few years, so.
Yes, it has been.
So that'll allow this. for
is
them
this
to
a
do that one.
new,
It's kind of a new liner. They put these liners into the pipe. They blow them up. On the outside of these liners is a resin, and they're fiberglass. So then they run an ultraviolet light through these culverts, and it seals it,
To
and
the-
it makes it hard. So that's apparently the process. So it's going to be interesting to see it done. I haven't seen it before.
well,
So
if we're extending the life of 8 culverts for 50
yep,
years,
doubling it. So that's
see, it's a
great.
long-term investment, but
It
certainly.
is, and if it, yep.
I move approval.
Second.
All right. Motion and second to approve this new culvert liner technology. Call the roll, please.
Best,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Shore.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. Next, on number 5, public comment. Those wishing to speak on items relating to county business not on the agenda may do so at this time.
Is there anyone here wishing to make public comment? Seeing no one, if you continue with the announcements, please.
The Lancaster County Board of Commissioners will hold a staff meeting, including budget hearings, on Thursday, April 28, 2022, at 8:30 a.m. in room 112 of the County City Building. The Lancaster County Board of Commissioners will hold its next regular meeting on Tuesday, May 3rd, 2022, at 9 a.m., with the Board of Equalization immediately following in room 112 of the County City Building. County Commissioners can be reached at 402-441-7447 or commish@lancaster.ne.gov. The Lancaster County Board of Commissioners meeting is broadcast live on Link TV City. For the rebroadcast schedule, visit lincoln.ne.gov. Meetings are also streamed live on Link TV, YouTube, Roku, and Apple TV.
Move we adjourn.
Second.
Motion and a second to adjourn. Call the roll, please.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Shore.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0.
All right, we are adjourned. Thank you.
Is that clock at the back of the room right on back?